Kieran, probably very difficult to sum that up so soon after the 90 minutes, but what are your thoughts?
No, I thought there was incredible aspects of the performance. I'm so proud of the players individually and as a group, the way they pulled through a challenging week in some different ways and delivered the performance that we did. I think there was an incredible effort. I think the supporters appreciate that. I can see the feeling from the away end at the end was, you know, one of real pride as well, and we thank them for that. Of course, it's you know, sickening to not get any points from the game and for the goal to come so late in the manner that it did. But I think the biggest feeling hopefully I'll have on Monday is still of pride and of knowing that as a group we did so many things today that were on the right track, and it was us, it was our identity on the ball, off the ball, and most importantly probably in terms of the character we showed on the pitch. And if we show those things on a consistent basis, I believe that we'll be competitive in every game and we'll pick up points. So we didn't get any today, but I think there was so many positives out there.
So many positives, as you say, the first 2 goals and plenty of quality to them.
Yeah, some of the execution was top. Organisation was excellent. Defensively, we counter-attacked well. We played over the press well today. We knew that their man-to-man press is really strong, and we played over it at times and worked the second ball really well. That happens for the second goal. We play over the top of the press. We land on the second ball. We execute so well, and to show that we can score those goals, you know, players coming into the team. George Harris, Premier League debut, performs how he did. You know, so clinical on the finish. Connor with a pass. Yeah, really good goals. We had, of course, a big chance to go 3-0 up, and we had chances right through the game. And yeah, that's always a positive. And if we continue to do that, if we could do that here against a team in good home form and a good team, then again we can be competitive in lots of matches.
How do you look at the 5 minutes before half time? Obviously, there 2 goals from them, and then what did you say to the group at half time?
Yeah, we got, you know, punished really ruthlessly just for dropping. I think mostly just for dropping our intensity and individual actions. Really, the structure wasn't too bad. We were there on both instances as we were the whole game, but we know the level we've spoken about enough times. If you're just a half a yard off it, if you just drop your activity level, if you let them come out of a challenge too simply, and if the recovery runs aren't absolutely top, then teams can punish you really, really ruthlessly. And it was really their only 2 moments I felt in the half, and they executed both of them brilliantly. We didn't stop either of them well enough, so we go in at 2-2. But I think it was still a pretty positive dressing room at half time, because you know at 2-0 at half time the game's never done. We could have had the 3rd goal that, you know, would have been a big margin. But home teams, and Brentford are a team that can get momentum and get back in the game. So we tried to look at it positive and say, yeah, look, it's better that it happens early in the game. We still have plenty of time to go and try and get a result in the second half. I thought we started the second half well for the first 5-6 minutes, whatever it was. And again, a moment cost us with the penalty, a really tight decision, but something we have to defend better. And again, that would have been easy for a weaker team, to drop their heads, but we kept going, we stuck at it, and you know, played with a lot of pride and a lot of quality in the second half. And I think everyone will say we deserve to get something in the game. We don't get it today, but again, I believe if we show those qualities every week, then we'll pick up points.
Just looking a bit more at when we went down to 10 men, are Brentford a team that make it particularly tough, you know, moving the ball quickly, pressing, and how did you think the team stood up to that challenge?
Any team's going to make it tough at this level, to be honest. I thought they stood up to it well. We knew that we just had to get through the first 10 minutes at 3-2, and then we'd get a couple of chances, and we could make an attacking sub if we needed to. We still had you know, one more on the bench, Brody and Ali attacking subs on the bench. So we knew we just needed to stay in the game. We stayed the game for a spell, defended with pretty good organisation, and then you're waiting for the moment, and we took the moment really, really well to get back in the game. And yeah, you'd like to be able to see it out from there. We generally did most things well, but of course it's one ball that comes in, we don't defend well enough, and we get punished for that.
Whilst it's deflating to lose a game so late on and score 3 goals and not get anything from the match, do you think it's important to focus on the game in its own right, you know, take the positives from it? It perhaps feels a little bit heavier because we're looking for that first win.
It don't feel any heavier to me because about first win or not first win, to be honest. It's you're gutted because we've done so many things well. The players have put in incredible effort. We've scored 3 goals, and we're 30 seconds away from getting a result with 10 men away to an established Premier League team. So yeah, it's of course gutting. And of course, we're going to look at the whole game, and we know there's plenty of positives. We know it was a much better performance than over the last couple of games, and a step in the right direction. We don't have the points to show for it today, but we'll try and take the momentum from the performance into next week.
And finally, that some of that character shown was from players stepping in, you know, and unfortunately a few people missing out. Just a word on them, please, boss.
Yeah, fantastic, I have to say, who came into the team. So, yeah, Cameron Burgess, I thought, you know, what a performance for his second Premier League game. And, you know, really difficult circumstances. He came in last week and he done okay, but he showed terrific character and quality today. Jens, fantastic effort. Shouldn't have been playing by the amount that he's trained, really. Sammy missed out. And Jack Taylor would have come into the team because Jens hasn't been training with us really since Southampton. Jack dropped out of training later in the week. Jens stepped in. We thought we might get 45 to 60, but he pushed right through the pain for the team, and a great effort from him. Sammy, of course, Smodics with his goal, did really, really well. Chio we're devastated for because it looks like a pretty serious injury. And I thought Connor and Hursty were an absolute credit to themselves, the way they worked without the ball, the things they showed with the ball, and I thought they epitomised the ethos that we need to have in the team for the rest of the season. And you know, it's up for everyone to follow that ethos.